XRP remains in the spotlight, but what should investors really know right now? Ripple CTO David Schwartz has given clear answers to 5 of the most debated questions. First, XRP's position. With a market cap above $170 billion, it ranks as the third largest cryptocurrency, behind only Bitcoin and Ethereum. Despite recent price weakness, Schwartz stresses that the fundamentals are not broken. Still, he avoids making predictions, highlighting the unpredictability of crypto markets. He warns against overconfidence in price forecasts. Many targets spreading on TikTok and other platforms ignore the fact that XRP's price is driven as much by psychology as by fundamentals. A key example is unit bias. When newcomers see Bitcoin at $100,000 and XRP at just $3, they assume XRP has more room to rise. Schwartz calls this misleading, but acknowledges that psychology shapes investor behavior. Another big topic is RLUSD, Ripple's upcoming stablecoin. Unlike XRP, RLUSD is pegged to the dollar and designed to remove volatility. That makes it attractive for institutional payments and treasury use. Is RLUSD a threat to XRP? Schwartz says no. Stablecoins and XRP serve different purposes. If XRP loses a small share but the overall market grows, both can benefit. He emphasizes that XRP is part of a broader ecosystem. Growth in stablecoins can expand the overall crypto pie, rather than cannibalize XRP. Another question for the CTO: who really controls the XRP ledger? Schwartz clarifies that Ripple runs less than 1% of validators. The ledger is decentralized and cannot be dominated by Ripple alone. He also explained XRP's escrow system. Token releases happen at the start of each month, but are only visible once transactions are recorded on the ledger. This ensures predictability and transparency. Such mechanics build trust. They contrast with projects where tokenomics are opaque and insider-controlled. Attention also turns to the possibility of an XRP Spot ETF. Analysts like Canary Capital CEO Stephen McClure believe such a product could attract up to $5 billion in its first month, potentially surpassing Ethereum's ETF demand. A spot ETF would open XRP to a new wave of Wall Street capital. For institutional investors, regulated ETF access is often more appealing than buying tokens directly. This could provide liquidity, visibility, and potentially upward price momentum, if demand proves sustainable. But Schwartz is clear: speculation alone cannot define XRP's future. Real utility, technology, and adoption are what will matter long-term. He also spoke about tribalism in the crypto space. Battles between Bitcoin maximalists, XRP supporters, and other communities are counterproductive. In his words, the ecosystem cannot succeed if only one project survives. For XRP to thrive, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others must thrive too, because the customers and users overlap. That's why Schwartz even sees bear markets positively. They clear out hype and weak projects, making room for sustainable growth. So what should investors take away? XRP has strong fundamentals, a decentralized ledger, and potential catalysts from ETFs and RLUSD. But volatility remains high, and psychology often drives price. For more insights into Ripple, XRP, ETFs, and blockchain adoption, stay tuned here on Blockchain Reaction. Like, follow, and stay informed.